my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your Earth Elements mid-August check-in. So let's have a look at what's going on for the Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo, for the highest good of all, Spirit. For the highest good of all, what's going on mid-August? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. They want to stop there. Oh, we have the Sun, the Hanged Man, the Four of Pentacles. For the issue, we have the High Priestess. We have the Nine of Wands for you now. Distracting is the Six of Pentacles. Helping is the Five of Wands. So your new focus is the Devil and the Three of Cups, as well as the Page of Wands in reverse. So we have the Page of Cups underneath. Now the Page of Cups is talking about an offer coming in. Now this could be kind of puppy love. This is somebody kind of wanting to go out on a date. This is somebody who is listening to, this is somebody who can be locked in a little bit of imagination or fantasy as well. It can be about Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it could represent a child, but it could be, it's like a catalyst. In some senses, the Page of Cups is like an incentive, or it's an impetus, yeah, to go in a new direction. So the Page is about growing our love, or about growing our creativity in some way. It's about listening to our intuition. It's about putting ourselves in the right environment for us to be kind of nurtured. It's about making offers, yeah, about making offers that that can take you into new realms. It's about taking something out of the fantasy and into a reality, so to speak, yeah. So, but there could be some hesitation, there could be some indecision here, because we do have choppy water, and this kind of, it's following that instinctual urge, let's say, emotional urge. We have emotional desires. So underneath that, we also have the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords can be about standing in our truth, standing in our power, yeah? Using the sword of truth to cut through all of this other stuff, yeah? It's about owning up to our authority in some way, owning up to the consequences of things. It's about looking out for the collective as well, because it's an Aquarius energy, but seeing through to the truth of a situation as well. So we have seen through to the truth of a situation, and then we have as our first card, which is our old focus, means that we've seen the clarity in a situation. There's been a new beginning. There's been some kind of joy. There's been some kind of vitality that's kind of radiating. This could be about the birth of a new child for some of you, or it could be about suddenly seeing life through child's eyes, or feeling like we've been doing work on our inner child perhaps as well. So now we're feeling like we have more joy as a result. It's about working on that inner child, but it's also about there being this sense of awakening, or sense of a clarity that's come. Now, we also had the Hanged Man. So there could have been some clarity, because we was feeling a bit stuck at one point, or we was feeling a bit hung up, or for some of you, you still are, depending on where you are in this energy. So it's feeling a bit like we're having to make sacrifices, or in some senses we're being challenged to stand for what it is that we believe in as well, yeah? We're being challenged to kind of look at something from a new perspective in order to not feel hung up about something. And in some senses it's something within us that we're holding on to that doesn't necessarily make sense in the grand scheme of things, yeah? It's also about allowing ourselves to kind of see things with more clarity, see things with more enlightenment. Yeah, it's about there being a realization or an enlightenment. So we have the Four of Pentacles here. This is the card of Capricorn. So this could be talking about either you're trying to hold on to finances at the moment and grow them, but it also talks about not trying to hold on too tight because we can't take it with us. And secondly, the energy kind of has to be free, let's say. It can also be saying don't hold on to, don't cover up your heart too much for some of you. For some of you, there's a need to kind of see things in a different way now. It's like you've gone through this opening, and not to close off your heart too much, not to have a fear perhaps, yeah? A fear that you might have to sacrifice something, or fear that it could be a fear of setting boundaries, like having boundaries but not wanting people to kind of get in to your heart in some sense. But with the Sun card as well, it's about saying, it's saying like there's been clarity from whatever happened in the past, and it's not about trying to hold on to that energy too tight in some senses. It's about releasing it. So often when we find that we spend money, it comes back round again because it has to circulate. Now, what's distracting you is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles can be about finances. It can be about loans coming in. It can be about energy that's reciprocal. So it's noticing what energy is reciprocal in your life. Who's giving out energy to you, and where are you getting that energy back? And is somebody splitting their energy between two people here as well? So, or two things. Because we do have a kind of closing off here. Yeah, so from the Four of Pentacles it moves to the Six, which is distracting. So it's needing to have balance and fairness in energy. So giving people what they're kind of giving you back in some senses. So the issue now is that you're using your intuition, and in some senses you have access to behind the veil right now. So you're able to go deeper into, you're getting a lot of psychic maybe it's your dreams, maybe it's just intuitive nudges. Maybe for some of you, there's a need to kind of remember something. There could be something that you've forgotten, and it's like the universe is asking you to remember or to tap into those signs that the universe is giving you. It's also about things not necessarily being black and white, and needing to look deeper behind into something. Yeah, using your inner wisdom, using your intuitive wisdom here. So we then have the Nine of Wands, which talks about moving forward, but moving forward with fear. Now for some of you, it could be that you've gone through a dark night of the soul, and this is your kind of awakening period. Yeah, and you're just being asked to kind of you're being led by your nose, so to speak, and that's causing some fears. It could also be for a lot of you that you're feeling like you need to just focus on one thing at a time, yeah, or you're just trying to focus on this thing. But it's talking about putting up barriers or boundaries as well. But it can talk about needing to take a rest, yeah? Because the Nine is saying that we're almost there, and it's like you're almost over the hill, but there's fears at that last hurdle. So not to have those fears. So what is helping you is the Five of Wands. This is the Saturn in Leo card. So this is talking about competition. It can be talking about rivalry. It can be talking about things that are draining your energy, and a need to kind of focus your energy on where it is that you want to go, not to let these kind of disruptions get involved with you. Now your new focus is the Devil. So for some of you, you could be looking at removing addictions out of your life. You could be looking at removing controlling factors out of your life, controlling relationships, yeah. You could be looking at there could be a lot of temptation for some of you guys as well, because we do have the Three of Cups here. This is about raising of the magical energy, raising your vibration, raising your spirits. In some senses, it could be a relationship that kind of comes in and just kind of lifts your spirits in a sexual way, let's say. Yeah, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Now, the Page of Wands, yeah, is talking about somebody who's not feeling like they're a free spirit. Yeah, yeah. It could be you feeling like your energy is being slightly controlled, or you're wanting to rebel against something in some way with the Devil and the Page of Wands. You're wanting to move away from something that could be restricting your free nature or your free energy. Let's have a look. The Devil card. So, the Devil can talk about temptations. Now, this is about things coming in, going through this gateway, allowing yourself to be open to new opportunities, yeah? Taking chances, taking risks, yeah? It's about entering, yeah, this gateway, moving past this thing that could have been trying to control you, opening the gate and allowing yourself to move past it in some senses, and then raising your energy with people around that are on the same kind of vibration, or that can raise your spirits in some way. Because the Page of Wands, he just wants to be free, and these cards are saying that the gateway is there for you there. This is also 55 as well, which talks about, which adds up in numerology to 10, which breaks down to 1. So it's talking about the new beginning is through this gateway. It's about, for some of you, there could be something tempting you through this gateway into this new beginning, yeah? And for others, you're releasing yourself from something that's controlling in order to go through this gateway, yeah? I'm going to expand on the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, we have the Maiden here. So, the Maiden is talking about an innocence, a child, like a purity, yeah? Now, the Page of Wands, he can either get really immature, yeah? Or if he feels like he's being restricted, or he feels like his freedom is being restricted. So it could be about, yeah, it's about freedom. We're all looking for this sense of freedom. Maiden's also 19, which breaks down to 10, which also talks about new beginnings. Yeah? Allowing yourself to be that free spirit again, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, even though you've kind of had to escape from this. It's finding that innocence within again for some of you in some senses. But the Page of Wands in reverse, it could also be petty arguments draining your energy for some of you, and there's a need to just kind of, or for some, there's a need to kind of allow yourself to be vulnerable, yeah, in order to go through that gateway, or this gateway is making you feel very vulnerable. So, I really do hope that's helped. If you'd like a personal reading from me, all the information is in the box below. Take care. Thank you.